welcome to This Week at the Capstone, the campus discussion program. Each week we highlight the activities and achievements of university students. Now, here's tonight's host.
Good evening. Welcome to This Week at the Capstone. Our guest tonight is D.C. Moon of the Burning Zoo. And you can see the D.C. Moon and the Burning Zoo Saturday, February 18th at the Chucker. Welcome, D.C. Thank you for being on our show tonight.
Thanks. It's nice to be here.
Well, what got you interested in music?
Oh, I've been a musician now for like 14 years on and off, starting out in high school, and what got me interested in music? I don't know, I just enjoy the self-expression of it, you know, and I love listening to it. It's rock and roll is a big part of my life.
What role do you play with the Burning Zoo band?
We started Burning Zoo in December, and I write some of the songs. All of us try to write songs, and I play bass, and I'm also the musical director. That means I get to have to holler at the people when they get things wrong in practice, and also it's kind of like also as managing the band. I try to book the shows and arrange recording sessions, etc. You know.
How long have you been playing your music?
We started back in December, and our first show was in April, so it'll be a year this April.
How many bands have you been with previously before the Burning Zoo?
I couldn't even begin to start to count them if you count even little high school bands. I guess the most notable ones of them were the Drillers. We were around here, goodness, 1980, 1981, playing Ramones and Sex Pistols and making people freak out back then. And also the Predators, which later became the Ripcords, which later became the Accelerators. So some of those people might be familiar with some of that stuff.
And how long would you say that Burning Zoo has been together?
Yeah, it's been a year in December that Scott, Z, and I started to form the band and looking for other members to play original music and cover tunes. So, and it'll be a year April since our first public debut.
Where are some of the locations that the Burning Zoo band has played at in Tuscaloosa?
Well, we will play anywhere, but where we have played is we've played down on the Strip at the Ivory Tusk. The Storm Orphans, a big local band, have been real helpful for us because we've opened for them a couple of times. We also opened for them in Birmingham at the Nick, and we're trying to get back up there. And in fact, if anybody's watching and wants to book us, give me a call. But also we play at the Chucker. It's kind of like our home base. Okay. The Chucker downtown, and we play down there once every month.
Okay. We have a clip of some of your music, and maybe a few people watching might get a chance to see it and give you a call.
Okay.
And maybe you could give us some names of the members of your band and who's been with you the longest.
Okay. This clip is something we put together. It's from the music is from Son of Oil. This is us live at the Chucker. That's Scott Free, our lead vocalist. And y'all probably around here in the studio know Warren Eckstein back on the rhythm guitar. See him back there. 0 Hour on keyboards and vocals. That's me on the bass, and Joe Whitmire on the drums.
Okay, now could you point out who's been with you the longest in Burning Zoo?
That's Scott.
Okay.
That's our front man and singer, and that's Z, 0 Hour right there. She also plays keyboards, and here she's singing on this clip. Danny on guitar in the corner, Danny Albatross. He got hurt in a car accident. He's not with us right now, but he's going to be returning to the band. You can't really see Joe, Spooky Joe, Jimmy James back on drums, and also not included in this clip since we've added. This clip was done back in November, October.
Okay.
And Brenda Pterodactyl, she's played around here in a lot of bands lately on guitar.
For those of you who haven't noticed, DC has grown a new hairstyle. He's the band member in the back with the shaved head.
Oh yeah, I did that last summer. Tried to beat this Tuscaloosa heat. I thought it looked kind of strange on the stage. We do like a pretty theatrical band.
Do y'all write your own songs?
We're doing about a quarter originals right now. We're trying to work up more and more, and we're working on some right now. In fact, the music here is one of my originals, Son of Oil, and which you probably may have heard on WVUA, and it's on our new 45, which the flip side is a song you might be familiar with from WVUA radio, Go Into a Hurricane Slam Dance Party.
No, really?
Yeah, and that's the 45, and we got it pressed on our own Boiled Hippo label, and it's in most of the local record stores in Oz, Final Solution, Sound Shop, and Charlemagne in Birmingham.
And where was this filmed at?
This is down at the Chuck.
Okay. And that's where y'all will be playing Saturday, February 18th?
That's right. We'll be back the 18th, and hopefully have a really good show down there like we have been. We're building more and more of a cult following and crowd. So we're looking forward to it, and we hope everybody will come out and see it.
Can you think of anything that inspires you when you write your music?
Well, that's a good question. We try not to write love songs, for one thing. That's kind of almost a definite no love song. We tried mostly a lot of political writing, a lot of social writing. We're trying to do something that seems to be out of vogue right now, but that we're trying to bring back is writing about social issues and things. The things that affect us in our day-to-day life that make us angry enough or disturb us enough that we put it to music.
Okay, I understand you have an album coming out soon. When do you say that would be finished and released?
We're going to put out a cassette album like a lot of local bands have, and we're hoping to record it throughout the spring as money permits us time in the recording studio, and hopefully have it out late spring. It's called Watching Channel 61.
How would you go about getting, if you were starting out in music, how would you go about getting started and getting an album together and produced?
Well, if you have a band like that, and we're doing it ourselves. We're pretty much doing it ourselves with our own money and time. And one thing you need to do is get a license. Either get with a publishing company or start your own, which is very simple to start your own publishing company through either BMI or ASCAP. It's a small fee. It's just a little paperwork, and then you have that cleared, and you can send off forms to the government and copyright your works. And it's just a matter of the time and effort and the willingness to do it and the financial end of it, because it's not cheap.
How much would you say it would cost someone that was wanting to do this?
Well, I tell you, our record itself cost about $1,000. That's just a little 45 on vinyl too, so it's not cheap.
So an album would probably run, say, 10 songs, $10,000 possibly?
No, it's not going to be that much more. Probably if you were just talking about a single vinyl album. It depends on how extravagant you want your cover, but it'll probably, I don't know, you could probably get away with, like, depending on the recording time it took you to make it, about $2,000, $3,000.
How much time during the week would you say you and the other members of your band put into the Burning Zoo?
Well, I do it pretty much full time. If I'm not on the phone with somebody trying to set up a show or sitting down writing or practicing, so it takes up a good 40 to 60 hours a week of my time alone. The other members of the band are mostly part-time because some are students and some have full-time jobs, and they probably, I don't know, they spend practicing and playing, and we practice 3 or 4 nights a week, and that's a good 15 hours right there, plus whatever they put in at home.
It's definitely a full-time job then. What could you say to a group of students that were wanting to get a band together? Would you say that this was a fulfilling type of work to do? What kind of ideas could you share with them?
You've got to really have desire to do it. You've got to find the right people. If you can't all pull together, and you might have disagreements, but if you can't pull together and have that really strong desire to express yourself musically, then it's not really going to be worth your time.
Does everything come together when y'all are up there on the stage, like the hours of practice and the screaming at each other?
It makes it all worthwhile.
Does it fulfill everything that you thought it would be?
Certainly. Oh, certainly. I wouldn't miss the stage for anything. It's the best experience you can have.
Some people will have a lot of nervous, getting up on stage. Do you ever get nervous?
Oh, before you come on stage, you always feel those little butterflies in your stomach. But once you get out there and you're really, especially when you start a set off and you're really going right, I've never been higher. Truly, I never have. It's a great feeling, and that nervousness adds to your energy.
How many hours when y'all play a set? You know, some people play for an hour, 15 minutes, 45. What can people expect if they come to hear you?
Well, if they come down to see us at the Chucker February, we meant to add a third set to the show, but with the break and the holidays and stuff, we've had a little trouble, although we do have some new material, some new originals that we're going to be premiering at the show in February. And it'll probably be like 2 different 55-minute sets.
Is there a cover or anything to get in to see y'all?
It's $2.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, because other bars around town are charging $4 or $5 to get in.
Yeah. Well, we're local, and we figure if they come see us, they'll come back and see us.
Well,
So,
I don't see why they wouldn't. After seeing the tape, y'all did a real good job.
well, thank you. Thank you. We're proud. We wanted to be a little different. We are different for the local music scene. We're a little hard rocking, and a lot of people don't know what kind of pigeonhole to put us in. They don't know whether we're punk or heavy metal, and we just try to play good music. We just try to do the best we can.
Would you be interested in coming back on the show and doing a live performance?
We were on the show last year doing a live performance, and we'd love to come back.
Well, it'd be great to have y'all.
Sure.
I mean, who are the members from last year still with you this year?
Mostly,
were on the show?
but the core of the band is, except for Danny, who had he was riding his bicycle and had an unfortunate accident. A car hit him, and he broke his hip, so he went back home to Oklahoma to convalesce. But he's supposed to be back next month.
Where'd you get hit?
Downtown. No, he broke his hip. He fell at the car, knocked him off his bicycle. He was riding down 20. He was leaving practice, in fact.
Are you looking for any new band members to be playing in your band?
We are looking, unfortunately, at the end of the term, our drummer has to leave. He's going on to graduate school.
Okay.
So we are looking for a new drummer at this time to replace him, to work him in slowly. So we're looking for a new drummer right now.
Well, if anybody's out there listening, tune in to Burning Zoo and you can talk to DC Moon. Maybe you've got a new drumming career.
Yeah, they should. They really should. If they're interested in playing different, original, hard-rocking songs, they should call us, that's for sure.
Well, hopefully they will. Well, we'd like to thank you for turning in to This Week at the Capstone, and we appreciate DC Moon joining us. He's been a great guest today. I don't know, we appreciate him coming here. It's just wonderful to have somebody that's in a band. But you can see them Saturday, February 18th at the Chucker, so tune in, and thank you for watching us.